So our next presenter is Nicole Waters, and she is from the Cornell Small Farms Program, one of our campus partners with Beginning Farmer Project. She's a Beginning Farmer Project coordinator, correct? And she's going to talk to us about the new language of ag leadership, unintended. Take it away.
Okay. Kim did a lovely job of saying exactly what I was just going to say.
I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. So before we go on to my project with PDLC, I have to back up, give a little information about who I am, some of the things I've done, and what I do now. So you can see how that all ties in and how I landed where I landed. So we'll start with a little bit about me and my purpose, because who does not contemplate the purpose of life when they see the Grand Canyon for the first time? I come from a place of empathy. I feel like my own leadership and one of my strengths is very empathetic. I think that seeing the world through someone else's eyes is a strength, and that we should use that to make a contribution to the greater good. So some more about my background. I was certified to teach English as a second language in Sevilla, Spain, and when I came back from that experience, I took a complete 180 and was certified to be a winemaker and worked as a winemaker for 6 years in the Finger Lakes. That's an old photo of me actually harvesting Hugo White grapes. I think that was 2007. And then I moved on, became a program manager, and most recently in international student services. And that led me to where I am now with the Small Farms Program. I've been there since July, coordinating the Labor Ready Farmer Project. And to distill that down, there's a list of our project partners, but we seek to create pathways to career growth, ultimately to business ownership, entrepreneurial skills for two groups of underserved populations. One, Latinx farm employees, and two, advanced beginning farmers, folks operating in that 3 to 10 year window where you've started your business and you're off and running, but you haven't quite made it past that 10-year mark yet. The way we do that, we build networks, offer individualized coaching, and we also offer trainings. The training that kind of inspired my PDLC project was one we did this past fall. We called it the Western New York Masterclass. This is a photo from one of the classes. It was a group of farm managers. Everyone had some type of managerial experience and responsibility in their job, all working on orchards in the Lake Ontario fruit region. And the goal for the participants was all centered on leadership and managerial skill building. In that context, we folded in English as a second language. Everyone in the class had a working knowledge of English, but was not operating with a full fluency or full professional English language, although they were operating daily in between an English-only speaking supervisor and a mainly Spanish-speaking crew. And so what we seek to do was really focus solely on building managerial skills while gaining confidence. And this particular activity was really meaningful. The amount of texts that are back and forth, that when you speak the same language, things are very clear. But when you're not speaking the same language and you're sending short texts, you might be putting across a message that you don't even know, or not picking up on a message. So a lot of that is like the communication, which in the end, management, leadership, all of it is probably just the act and art of communicating well. So all of this inspired me to think about my PDLC project, which really is focused on the needs assessment. Everything from here is kind of my thoughts and things that I think we can work toward and talk about and eventually become programming, but I really want to do a thorough needs assessment. What I think we currently have is absolutely excellent world-class leadership opportunities. training opportunities, anywhere from technical skill building to business management to entrepreneurship. But we're often really opening that door to English-speaking populations only. So a language barrier exists. Where I believe we could go with the new language of ag leadership, I believe that we should offer that same, we should extend the same offer to folks working in management positions in ag who do not speak English as a first language, through classes like the master class. At the same time, since I've been here, I've heard over and over and over again about the aging farmer population, and there's a large group of people ready, willing, and able to become the next generation of skilled farm operators in New York State. Some activity thoughts. I have a survey kind of queued up and ready to air to the group tomorrow for feedback. I think that we should have a broad conversation, not only with CCE and CALS, but with other New York State ag providers, and see who else is doing this work already, who else is interested. Where do we target our efforts first, and go from there. Some other activities, a train the trainer component, where we could train facilitators to lead classes in the same style that we offered the master classes. For me and our project, we intend to continue offering master classes and management and leadership opportunities folded in with the ESL. But I don't think that it should be limited to that. If other educators are out there and working with populations, or could be working with populations that don't speak English as a first language, then it would be really lovely to be able to teach other folks how to fold these in and effectively extend your audience. And then, as a side note, I know there was folks already doing this work, but the general increase of the overall awareness of some of our materials that we offer, little small things that we could do with our handouts or with our current programming that takes into consideration people who might come and take more away from our programming that don't speak English as a first language. This is just another way to follow my crazy train of thought. So I believe that the benefit flows in two directions. One, leadership trainings like the master class for farm managers, offering more equitable and effective programming. Two, incorporating more ESL into our programming and resources that need it in those areas of highest need, allowing educators to grow their audiences and increase their accessibility to the materials and their areas of expertise, and then leading to equitable, effective programming. I'm getting the 2-minute mark from Kim, so my evaluation, I promise I'm almost done. Evaluation thoughts, of course, roundtables, advisory committees, all of that. But an area that I think would be particularly meaningful to evaluate this type of work would be the one-on-one interview style. I think NPR, StoryCorps, participant to participant, farm owner to farm manager, areas where succession is happening, really meaningful ways to tell these stories and to learn how best we continue this work. And before I go on to my last 2 slides, the next one I'm going to put up is a set of instructions, and I ask anyone that can follow them to please follow them. And so clearly I'm just demonstrating a point, but we'll try this one instead. If anyone. All right, I do have $5, but it probably won't be bribery if I actually gave it away. But it's just the simple, small little things that we could do, like adding in a $5 symbol, or even if we don't speak Spanish or German or Hawaiian, which I wish I spoke Hawaiian, little things that could be recognizable to a larger crowd. And then my last thought is just a picture of my son looking into the future. And we'll open it to questions. Yes, go ahead. I tend to be long-winded.
Any questions or suggestions for Nicole, conversation around this?
Well, and if anyone ever does run into an area where they think that they could grow their audience, we do have a question.
It's more of a comment. If you haven't already, I just can't help but think of a connection between Fiona Dory and you. Fiona recently did an extensive look into working with low literacy audiences. And of course found that it's one of those things that it makes it welcome to everyone, including English as a second language participants and participants who may have processing issues or maybe older and are struggling with their eyesight. And so it was about, I mean, it sort of expanded. I don't know how we haven't that, but yeah, a lot of
Awesome. Awesome. That's exactly what I'm hoping with the survey and with just starting at this needs assessment is to find other people who are interested in this kind of work and have knowledge in areas that I know nothing about, and that we can get together and really as a group make the programming available to a wider audience. Thank you very much.